There's been so much speculation that the Trans Mountain Pipeline is on the line now that leader of the NDP, John Horgan, has been sworn in as Premier of British Columbia after a close race in that province. As you may know, the BC NDP are very much opposed to this project, since that caucus is full of eco-activists that are against anything oil and gas. You want to know how extreme the measures they're willing to take to get the pipeline that will actually open new markets for us stopped? Horgan himself is shopping around for the best court case to join against it. Funny how they all enjoy the same lifestyle we do thanks to petroleum products though, right? Although the pipeline has been approved, some politicians like Andrew Scheer, leader of the official Conservative opposition, are worried that Justin Trudeau and the Liberals are just going to cave to political pressure like they've done so many times in the past. But I got a chance to ask United Conservative MLA Prasad Panda what his take is on the Liberals and the Trans Mountain Pipeline.
It's incumbent upon the Prime Minister to convince all those local governments which doesn't actually have any jurisdiction. They want to have a say. They're all blackmailing. But they don't have any authority to stop these pipelines. It's in the jurisdiction of the federal government. Him and his cabinet approved that pipeline. Actually, they politicized it, and they should have left it to the National Energy Board. But then they put additional conditions, and now Trans Mountain satisfied most of those conditions. So we don't want them to lose one more construction season. Then we end up losing more jobs, and by at least starting the construction this summer, they can create some economic activity and generate jobs for both British Columbians and Albertans.
Now, pipelines are a federal jurisdiction, so the Liberals really have the final say on all of this. But that doesn't mean Albertans won't be affected. So I also asked Panda about what he thinks of Rachel Notley's response to the new government and also to Trans Mountain.
Earlier they opposed it, and then they say that now they are supporting it, but then they failed to convince their cousins, their NDP cousins in both British Columbia and everywhere in Canada. So it seems they have a change of heart, but they're talking good game, but they're not actually delivering any results for Albertans. But I welcome her change of position in supporting pipelines. But I want to see what she is actually doing in facilitating construction of these pipelines and get the shovels in the ground. We asked lots of questions to her and her ministers, cabinet colleagues. None of them could give us convincing answers what they're going to do to help expedite this construction process and to remove the impediments. They haven't shown us any evidence.
There's no question that we're in desperate need of pipelines that will diversify our client base when it comes to oil and gas. Currently, our only exports go to the US, and they're rapidly developing their resources and will become independent, according to some sources, by 2026. That means they won't need us anymore. And without new customers, the Canadian oil and gas industry will continue to flame out. Both Notley and Trudeau have said that they support the construction of Trans Mountain, but can we really believe them? We're talking about the Alberta Premier, who has been spotted at pipeline protests, and a Prime Minister that said we should shut the oil sands down here. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know for just $8 a month you can get access to our full-length shows? You still get all of our free stuff, plus more access to the latest news and views. All you have to do is hit the visit link to check out all of the options.